All right, guys, let's talk at this point about last time. Let's recap. I know it's been a little while. I know we had some people that were sick.
We fought a Hydra.
Sick. Yes, you did in fact fight a Hydra.
We delved into the pit of 7 jaws.
That we did.
You delved into the pit of 7 jaws. Why did you go to the pit of 7 jaws?
Because that's the entrance.
Because it just sounds like a really cheery place.
Yeah.
We wanted to sightsee.
You wanted to
Heard that they have some good
sightsee.
geysers in there.
I heard they had great glory holes. Somebody lied to me.
He heard there were
weren't
great
expecting it to
glory
be
holes
right?
in a place called the Pit of the 7 Jaws.
Look, man, it sounds like where I want to spend my Saturday nights.
Mm-hmm.
Just saying.
If
I
it was
don't.
a dive bar, I'd be there all the time.
Okay,
7
all right.
Jaws Cafe.
Jesus Christ. All right, so you had you went on down to the Pit of 7 Jaws, and things could have gone better. They could have gone worse. Let's talk about how this encounter started.
Horam was a wuss.
Okay.
I looked into a hole in the wall and was like, hey, there's a hole in the wall to the rest of the party. And they're like, yeah, you should go in it. And so I did. And I saw shiny things and I was like, sweet. So I started to move forward and then a dragon, or not a dragon, a Hydra.
Don't you lie. Don't you lie. You were standing in front of the hole and you didn't pay it any attention. You looked away.
It flew through me. How did I not pay attention to it? Excuse me, it grabbed me in 6 or I guess it was 3 of its 7 draws. I'm pretty sure that's what it actually was. And then it took me to the bottom.
I think
It's hard to look away.
It is. It was in fact hard to look away.
Just nonchalantly looking away while dying painfully. Nah, cool.
This creature wasn't the worst thing that you fought, in my personal opinion, but it was still relatively quite a monster to deal with.
No, I think the worst so far is still the Bandersnatch.
You think so?
No. I feel like the best contender would have been the giant dire honey badger.
You think? Oh, the honey badger that everybody decided to increase in size over and over again.
I think that was the worst one, especially considering our level.
Look, man, eventually it was going to explode. You just didn't trust us. Eventually, its body can't pump blood around to its extremities quickly enough.
See, I was waiting for it to
just lose its use of its arms and legs.
Foundation collapses under the now Godzilla-sized dire honey badger.
See, that's what I was waiting for.
We now ride it into battle wherever we go.
Could have been awful.
We could have skinned it and provided for an entire town.
Could have been awful. Still worked out. Am okay with this. All right, so wonderful.
So yeah, back to the Hydra.
The fight with the Hydra. What was its special ability?
Frost breath.
Yeah.
Basically just shot a really powerful cone of cold at me, and it hurt a lot.
I mean, it hurt. Way too much.
So
it was not pleasant.
Most creatures only get 1 breath attack a turn, but this guy could do 7.
One from every head.
Yes, he could do 7, and it would go every turn for how many turns? What did I say? Was it like 3 turns?
Mm-hmm.
Every 3 turns, he could do 7 more breath attacks.
Yeah, it was its normal plus dex mod, right? Or something like that. Or no, that was the attacks of opportunity.
Yeah, it was something that was with combat reflex and whatnot like that. Right. It's not super important. But yeah, you guys
have a honey badger the size of the sun.
Yeah, no, that's no problem right there. It would eventually just starve itself.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's so big it doesn't have enough food to satiate itself.
Could you imagine Galactus as a dire honey badger?
No.
Just going around the universe, slowly suckling on the planets.
Just eating the entire planets and then swimming away through space.
I don't want to picture that. There are many things I would rather picture, and that is not it.
Just imagine the looks when you see the giant honey badger slowly stick its face into your atmosphere.
I don't see why we are shocked about like space badgers. We've already got space gerbils.
Hey, Rita! What's up, Rita? I mean, Rita! It's true. You guys did have a badger to deal with that was a problem, but the object at hand was instead a huge creature. Where did my hair go? I mean, I got rid of it. I sold it down the river, friendo.
It was weighing him down.
It was true. I'm waiting on Will to join the short-haired club.
You haven't seen me with short hair, and I don't intend to change that.
Dude,
Yeah,
I had
actually made a pube toupee.
I had
Right
a
now,
chili
it is
bowl for
poised.
like 17 years. Okay, so I
Can you
I
go
know
back
that
to the
life.
Jufro? Can we go back
I
to
will
some
never
times?
go back to the Jufro. That is not a life choice that I'm going to be making in the near future, or any future, for that matter.
See, I didn't think I would ever go back either, but lo and behold, 29 was the magic year.
Bob, you should have waited and gotten a man bun.
1 year when I had a man bun.
No, you could have got like a
Top knot.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
top
Oh, fuck
knot with
that.
You could have gotten the hipster beer and you could have started vaping.
No, I couldn't have.
I mean, you could have, but I'm
But I
glad you
didn't. Yeah, I didn't. So back in action at this point. The creature. It didn't last very long, if I recall. You guys you made very few short rounds of it. I think it was like 3 or 4 rounds at most, where you were
That's
able
pretty short,
to decapitate several times over and drop its HP to the point where you were able to run it through. You did suffer some damage. It wasn't an easy escape. You guys didn't just walk away unscathed.
Pretty significant damage, yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
No,
actually, I'll go ahead and correct you. I did.
Yeah, because you're a bitch. The rest of us.
Yeah,
who-
this is
who
coming
took
from a
its
guy
attacks-
who was saying Horam was a coward. A guy who didn't take damage in the combat.
Look, I acted like a bitch the entire combat, and I still got fucked up.
It's not for lack of trying. I just couldn't break his AC.
Yeah, that's very true.
Yeah, because Jerrod's a badass.
Yeah, sure, whatever.
You
He's
could use
mostly
that word.
half of that twice over.
Sure.
He's an ass.
He's a bad.
That's good too.
Oh, that's good. What a bad. I love it. Okay, so yeah, that happened. You guys did the fight. You rounded out the fight, and you were supposed to continue descending downward, but something had caught thine eyes. You guys wanted to investigate a bit further. What did you guys discover?
Well, let's
Hole
be
in the
clear.
wall.
Here.
Giant
Some of us wanted to explore further.
And some of us wanted to go down at the will of others.
We found a giant stone vagina.
Yep.
I was
was a
waiting for it to
giant-
come back out.
Giant earthen clam, as some might call it. But it was a nice place in the wall. Annie went in first and got a new shoe.
Got a new
Yeah,
shoe.
I made a shoe out of a drow.
A shoe.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then I figured it was gross, and so I got pulled.
Yep.
With
And
the-
then I pulled the corpse off of his boot.
Mhm.
At which point, Jerrod thought, you know what, you guys are being wusses, tied on a rope, and decided to go ahead and climb down.
Well, let's
Slide
not
down.
gloss over the fact that we actually knew the drow shoe from
Yeah.
from the Lucky Monkey. We kind of rescued her, only to find her frozen to death somewhere
That-
else.
That actually was not her. That wasn't her. I was using her as
Was it
a.
not?
I was using her as a
Okay.
point of reference because that is the only other drow you've encountered in the entire game. This was
Okay, I
actually,
under the impression this was actually her.
interestingly enough, this was a play on Drizzt Do'Urden, a popular fantasy hero by Wizards of the Coast. And the character was a drow, lavender eyes, long silver hair, green cape, black
Twin
suit,
swords.
twin scimitars, yeah, and bow on back. This was that character. So I don't know entirely why they decided to use that, but I think it's funny.
Well,
I think it was a nice
We
throwback.
got the Walmart version of Drizzt.
Yeah, the equivalent. Yeah.
It's like you
The
put
great
out a
value.
product line, and then
What a value.
a product line of shoes.
Hey, we're not that cheap. It's Sam's Club or nothing.
It sounds.
You gotta have a
sounds
membership
like
to get in
nothing.
there, man.
It's true, you
President's
do.
choice. President's
I
choice.
was gonna say President's choice, but I'm not in the States, so we don't have President's choice.
Prime Minister's choice.
Yeah, we're Prime Minister's choice.
And having recently seen what the Canadian Prime Minister looks like, damn.
What, Trudeau?
What about him?
Do you have a thing for drama teachers?
I'm a heterosexual. No, I'm a heterosexual cis male, but I'd kind of go gay for him.
Yeah, he does have a nice set of hair.
A nice set of hair. What a statement.
A nice head of hair.
No,
You definitely said set.
You did say set.
Yeah.
I meant to say head of hair.
I've been there. Been there. That's for sure.
He's got a nice set of hairs. He's got a few of them. A
It's been a
small
really great
set.
hair tree.
Good evening, Jahan. What's going on, man? Rita, I'm
Well, yeah.
glad you're here. Everybody, I hope I hope everybody's having a good time so far. We're just getting ready to wrap up everything that has happened thus far, and they're trying to talk about what they encountered in the giant stone frozen vagina in the wall.
And
I
of
forgot
course,
to do
getting
TV.
derailed.
Yeah.
But yeah, Jerrod decided he was going to go ahead and climb down and look for riches, and he kind of found something.
Are you calling it riches now? Is that its name?
No, he's calling it booty.
Hmm.
That's good.
Gross.
I don't know what I expected.
I don't know what you guys expect either. I mean, you guys have set this bar that I must meet.
Tell me more. Tell me more about what happened. What are these things that you found in the hole in the wall?
Well, as I went down, of course I needed light and almost got set on fire, but that's kind of neither here nor there. But yeah, in this hole, I managed to find a little cubby where it was filled with iced over corpses and a very surprisingly friendly Hydra. A little baby ice Hydra. And I'm gonna
Friendly and too young to murderize your face are a little two different things.
Hey, it loves me.
I think if you didn't have any food for it, it probably would have ate your face.
It loves me. But yeah. And as I recall, somebody decided to come down and see what was up. Oh yeah, that's right. You know, it's the
Spider-Man.
guy- Yeah, it's Spider-Man.
That's Klaus.
No, his new name is Spider-Man. We will never call him Klaus again.
Spider Klaus. Spider Klaus.
Does whatever a spider class can.
He's a
Can
wizard,
he
but he's
spark
also a spider.
from web?
God damn it.
No, he can't, because he's a shithead. Look out.
Watch out.
Here comes
No,
Spider
he can't because
Klaus.
he's a Klaus. No, he's not cheating on Charlotte. He's getting her a friend.
Oh, yeah, something that's quadruple its size that could probably eat it.
No.
Or maybe
Ice
this
Cube
Hydra
would
will
do that.
talk. And
Oh,
there will be a
yes.
big
That is
story
going
about
to
the
be
life
baby
between
Hydra's
Charlotte.
name. We are
and
calling
Hydra.
it Ice Cube.
That's going to be the side episode? Side episode, Charlotte and Charlotte and the Hydra. I think it would be a good off series.
Can't believe you
Charlotte's weeb.
Charlotte's weeb?
Yeah, I got you.
God. Kill me. What's up, Wolf? What's going on, man? Hey,
Hey,
Mighty
hey.
T, how you doing, buddy?
We've been trying to kill you for weeks now, bub, but you keep coming back.
Excuse me, what did I do? I didn't. Hello?
Yeah, I don't know what you did. I was out of this.
I was out of this, he says. Not a
just
part of this
covering.
at all.
Well, right now we're researching the ability to kill somebody through disappointment.
We'll get there.
It's a rather fruitless effort.
It's a slow process.
I didn't know we were doing this.
You know, it works. It works on
Killing you?
elephants. Elephants can actually die of depression, so you know, if they saw us, probably kill a whole herd.
Humans can die of a broken heart, but I don't think Bub cares enough about us for us to ever break his heart.
I mean,
I'm sure if one of us died, he'd be heartbroken.
Yeah, I'd be pretty sad. Or I would handle it. I would handle it just like Tom Cruise did in Tropic Thunder, and I would start a memorial
really
for
have
you.
it on your mind, don't you?
I would start a memorial for you. I would name it after your character in game, and then we'd file an insurance claim at the end of the year and get a bigger return than your actual total value is.
Wait! I have value?
Yes, you have value, and you have friends. All right, Sniper's playing Tug Speedman, a.k.a. Ben Stiller, a.k.a. no one cares about him anyway. Oh, buck up, Tugboat. It ain't so bad. Calm down, Tuggernuts. All right, guys. Please don't. Please don't. We saw Bub die a little when Klaus crit. That was a lot. Like that was
when
that
I
was a
double
lot.
crit with a true strike on the gem
Yeah.
inside of the hammer. Yeah, that was a little little excessive.
A little
I'll
excessive, yeah.
admit.
All right, that's invigorating. That only brings back any level of salt that I had for that particular moment.
That moment when all of your
Start
plans
the
were,
section off right.
hey, look, here's my plans. Whoosh!
Yes.
Yeah. Leave it to Klaus to go ahead and just do that Monopoly board flip.
All right, guys. So we last left the situation scenario with you guys inside of the pit of the 7 jaws after slaying the creature's mother. You were exiting the area with this creature. What did you happen to name it by chance?
Ice Cube.
What did you name it, Will?
Jesus, I don't fucking know.
All right, so
Anything but that.
Jesus, I don't fucking know is the name.
Please, I was just about to say that too.
That is an infinitely better name. Good God. All right.
Come here,
Hey,
little
I
Jesus
could have
in a
said
fucking-
iced tea.
You could have, but you didn't. I'm happy. All right. Yes. Yeah. Let's go ahead and get a Kappa check. Everybody, let's see if we have any golden Kappas in crew right now. Get your Kappa on. What's up, Ideal Sphinx? What's going on, man? We level up an animal companion. HD is 2d8 plus 4. Do I roll 5 times if I'm leveling companion 5 times? If you are leveling it that many times, then yes, you will get the. I mean, unless you just want to take the law of averages in that case, but that's really your call, Ideal Sphinx. I'm not your GM. Not your GM in this case, so it's entirely up to you and your GM there. But that is how I would handle it. All right, so in the saddest possible of ways, Jesus, I don't fucking know, walks outside because he hates his name as Ice Cube. After seeing
Okay, he'll be Harry the Hydra.
Harry, that's 1000% better. Jesus.
I like that name.
All right, Harry. After stepping outside, dodging the various bodies and things of that nature, it slides out to see a cardboard cutout sitting next to a flame, a pillar of smoke that was once his mother. And sadly enough, Harry the Hydra. Why? God damn it, you guys are so bad at naming things. I love it. Oh, let's find. Here we go. This
Sad
is
part
only.
is I'm pretty sure I
Listen.
ended the last game with a decent name.
They can't all be Nevermech, alright? Not everyone's a winner.
Yes, Nevermech, the mechanical bird.
The creature rounds the platform, and as it sees its mother dying or dead on the ground burning, you hear one almost pallid and shallow.
Aww.
Klaus is not amused.
Maybe we shouldn't have burnt the body.
To be fair, I think that's the best
Guys.
option in this situation.
Now I feel bad.
You chose to bring it here. To it.
Well, I couldn't
The
leave it
pyre
in
of its
wall.
mother. Sure you could.
Well, look, now it has a chance to go on and live its life. That optimistic enough for you?
That's better, actually. That's better.
Well, that's kind of the idea. I want to go ahead and at least get it somewhere where it can go ahead and, you know, survive, live a fulfilling life, maybe grow up and be a, you know.
So you're going to take it out of its natural habitat.
And
Good
bring it
idea.
away from a food source.
You're gonna force Stockholm syndrome onto it.
I think it could work.
Stockholm syndrome is when you kidnap or something bad happens,
You know,
and then the
it's
person you kidnap
funny.
falls in love
I
with
just want to
you.
go ahead and point out, none of you bitched at all about, you know, the whole parasite-eating spider living in my armor.
Yeah,
Is
but
he
that's
a
because that's
bad
tiny.
thing?
But the minute
also-
I go ahead and get something that's just slightly dangerous, everyone's got to have a cow.
We're not bringing any cows with us.
I have no cows.
I'm out of them. Ran out back a few days ago.
Fresh out of cows.
I swear to God, I'm going to find a vampire and ask him to go ahead and charm me myself.
Then I'm gonna cut both your heads off.
It is at this moment that you realize when you peer down into the pit as it is looking onward to its burning mother, you see Orist Faquin is standing in position with his weapon between hands, almost in a stoic stance, but he happens to have like this cheesy shit-eating grin. He casts a shadow which makes him seem a trite bit more thin than he once was. It is then that it dawns on you that he is a cardboard cutout.
So what do we do about that?
I should probably move him away from the fire.
I think he's gonna be okay.
Well, he's about as useful as he was before.
We could. Well,
There is truth in that.
We can at least use him as a distraction now.
Possibly.
Oh
Ooh,
shit!
Let's go ahead and
Let's
go
oh
ahead and put
wow.
him in
Okay,
shower
I forgot. My bad. I forgot. I gotta get that. While I'm doing that, they're quirks. In case you guys missed your quirks, which I know most of you didn't, Sniper was permanently quirked with self-medicating. He will permanently, for the duration of this character, secretly quaff potions of healing, herbal remedies, and alchemical brews. And he will blame this addiction on the current enemy, on allies, on the nearest innocents, or some PTSD-inducing event. He has a lot of fuel.
Stop, man.
He's got a lot of fuel for that with the things that have transpired.
wait.
Red.
PTSD?
Red here was afflicted with overly optimistic. For the duration of tonight's game, he has to remain overly optimistic.
Woo!
And then we have Klaus. Klaus, you were afflicted by a silly quirk. This is sort of ironic, but it's perfect at the same time. You think that any magic done is a trick, and you try to explain it with science. Try to explain this with science. It's poetry in motion.
What's worse is that you've got to explain away your own magic.
You guys want to see
Yeah.
something cool? You like magic? You like magnets? Not magic,
How the
magnets.
fuck do they work?
Yeah, how the fuck do they work? That's right. But those are our
Science.
quirks this evening, and luckily Horam was able to dodge the bullet. So, we've got no quirks for Horam, and that's fine. That's fine. We'll just catch him next time.
Or not, you know, that's also cool.
You could just not give them to me. That is also an option.
No.
Klaus the science. Good lord.
Klaus.
Klaus, not the science guy.
Klaus.
Klaus, please tell me your last name is, Klaus's last name, rather, is one syllable.
I don't think Klaus has a last name.
It's Klaus Guy.
Klaus guy, the science guy.
I'm
It's actually
Klaus Guy.
Klaus, and then my last name is comma the.
Klaus, comma, the science guy. Perfect. Sniper, you realize, Jerrod realizes particularly that this creature seems to be bereft with sadness, as it is not fully aware of how the stairs are working. It keeps looking around frantically, on the quickest method to get to its mother, but can't seem to find anything. It's kind of like watching a dog at the side of a pool after it's dropped its ball.
Yeah, just bring it back.
You
Yeah,
see,
Jerrod
you
will
see,
go ahead.
as this is happening, it's leaning in, and as it begins to lean in, not fully aware of how its weight has functioned on a normal surface, let alone an icy surface, it starts to teeter forward, and you can see it's losing balance. It's about to fall. I'll give you a reflex, and you can potentially catch him before he falls into an area close to the flame.
And listen.
Yeah, I love how you're playing this out. Just get rid of it as soon as possible.
Oh, I'm not trying to. I'm not trying to. But sometimes that's how the cookie crumbles.
Yeah,
Thanks, John Wayne.
yeah.
Arctic25, thank you so much for the follow, brother. I appreciate that. Welcome into the fam. Jerrod, you reach out, and you are unable to. You just can't. Despite everything, you see this happening like it's in real time, but you're unable to grab it in time as it tumbles end over end. I will give one other person in the group here an opportunity to reflex to catch it.
I'd like to try.
It likely wouldn't
Possible.
be you because you were already climbing down to help the cardboard cutout. So I'll give it to you or Sakata.
I mean, I'll take it.
Okay, go ahead. Let's see.
Stay a while and listen.
I mean, it's not great.
Hey, Ideal Sphinx, thank you so much for the follow, brother. I appreciate that. Welcome in. Welcome in. Horam, you are actually, as Jerrod leans in to try to catch here at this point and scoop it up, because this thing is about the size of like a Cocker Spaniel. You know, it's about a medium-sized dog, a little bit girthier in the middle, but you're actually, with Jerrod leaning in to get this, you are not able to get your arms around this either with your armor, and this thing goes tumbling end over end. Klaus, you witness this. Sakata, you see the boys lean in together, and they seem to kind of bump shoulders but are unable to catch us. This thing goes toppling end over end. It's probably going to fall about 20 feet. And it's going to take 6 points of damage. As it falls to the ground, there's this small creature. I don't even want to say small. I mean, it's every bit at this point the size of a riding dog or greater. Very husky in the chest. You hear that squeal let out. This is actually like a squeal of pain, like a...
Hopefully it didn't snap its neck.
And down
Better
the
won't do
stairs,
that again.
Downstairs, Jerrod's rolling.
So
Just kinda like,
wait.
shit.
So wait, does the whole pushing your young out of the nest apply to hydras? I thought that was a bird thing.
Hey, you shut the fuck up.
Pretty sure it's a bird thing. Come on, optimist. This was your chance to be optimistic.
Don't worry, guys. It's fine. It'll be perfectly fine once it gets up and walks.
Probably
Like,
won't die.
I think of Sakata as being like the least educated individual and being optimistic about things that he has no knowledge of. It's like, no, guys, it's cool. It's just a baby. Babies bounce, right?
Wait, you mean they don't?
Perfect.
They bounce better than full size.
They make them
adults.
squishy for a reason.
Yeah, I thought that's why they have a soft spot.
Not quite, friendo.
They're supposed to be malleable.
Jesus H. Christ. Do I have to break out the harem music again? I will make you finger waggle all night.
No, you won't.
I think Red's trying to drown babies again.
Whoa, you better calm down, okay? You don't need people getting all too upset here.
I'm going to take a leisurely stroll towards the cardboard cutout of Orist Faquin.
You mean the owlbear?
Yeah, owlbear Faquin, however you want to.
So is that something to do with the claw, or is he?
You see, this is really just a simple trick. I believe he may have made a hasty escape.
Are you sure that it isn't like some kind of magic or anything that seems to be like
Are you sure
Am
he
I-
hasn't been a cardboard cutout the whole
Am
time?
I sure?
Are you certain he hasn't always been a cardboard cutout?
Pretty sure he's been an owlbear at least one point in his life.
Well, while the three retards go at it, yeah, Jerrod's gonna go ahead and check on his new friend because that looked like one hell of a tumble.
I mean, he made a noise, which means he's alive, because...
Perfect. Flawless logic.
You know what? When we get back in town, I'm drop kicking your demon baby in the face.
Oh,
Look, I saw it lifting up
Hey.
cues with its
No,
mind.
no,
I
no,
don't
no, no,
think
no,
that's
no,
a
no,
good
no, no,
idea.
no, no, no. Here I was showing concern about you and your fatherly duties. No, I'm drop kicking your baby in the face.
Is that a declaration of an alignment switch? As
Yes, I
I
am
don't
going
think
The evil creature in the face.
hey,
drop
that
kicking a
evil
baby.
creature is at least half human.
So he's only going to lose half an alignment change then.
Yeah, but
He's
he's
the half
neutral.
step down.
Yeah,
He
so
was the
I-
chaotic.
He's neutral evil.
Yeah.
Yes, so I moved from neutral good to chaotic good.
I'm pretty sure that's evil, not chaotic. I don't think it's very nice to drop kick babies.
I mean, the
They're
people who
demon
run for president
babies.
punch them.
Nobody cares.
Except everybody cares except for you.
Even your own god was like, Horam,
You should have killed it.
the fuck.
Except
Piano
she
knows
wasn't.
when to kick in.
All right. Back to Harry.
No.
Suddenly compassion. And the man who just proclaimed he's going to drop kick a baby. How do you care more about a cryohydra than you do about a half-human child?
I bonded with the Hydra.
Now look, I am no dumber than any other man. I know the magic doesn't exist, but something had to go wrong up there for you. I mean, really.
By the way, Bub, Tits says you're muted.
That's fine.
Okay.
I was. I need to pull some permissions.
Did we fuck up?
No. I got people fucking with things right now.
Mm.
And they don't need to be fucking with things because it's playing music over everything else. And back to players. They were. Perfect. All right, guys. And we continue. So you have the owl bear. Oh my god, and now it's loud. What is going on? I'm gonna stab someone.
Who are we beating?
It's the shadows.
So, Klaus, you said that this cutout is some kind of trick he used to get away?
Just a replacement. I don't know where he went, but clearly he didn't want us thinking he was gone. And
So-
clearly he did a very bad job of convincing us.
Ah,
But
he was a wuss
should-
anyway.
Should
I mean,
we
I feel like
bring
with a little bit more effort, it could have worked.
Should we bring this with us, though? Or should we just leave it here?
It could prove
No,
useful.
he might want it. He might want it back. So we should carry on to it for now.
Yeah, what if he tries to take it away again? Should we let him think we don't know?
Probably.
We should act like to make him feel better. We should act like we think it's
He
magic.
did kind of get turned into an owlbear, or at least it appears that way. I can't be sure anymore.
Maybe he had just a really complex robot suit.
Maybe
That
he's just a furry.
Sounds more likely.
Let's get something here. For the people that are new to stream tonight, looks like there's a handful of you. I can see at least Crystallize Rose, along with Quackalicious, Faust, Death by Waffle Starloss. It's not an attempt to kind of call out lurkers or anything of that nature, but I do have some things that I try to do that varies in a way that is different than other tabletop games. You guys can earn reputation by sitting in stream or by making donations to stream, anything to keep the stream alive, keep the lights on, and this reputation is spent to to influence or inflict pain, benefits, or boons on allies or individuals. It's entirely up to you guys if you want to pursue this. I can't force you. Can't force your hand. But if you decide that you wanted to come in and sit down and just earn rep, it's 1 rep every 10 minutes. It's 20 rep every dollar you donate. Or on the 24-hour streams, it's 100 rep per dollar, so it's 1 a penny. And you can check the table, and the table will show you exactly how much rep things cost. You can put in quirks, Bane's boons, weapons, traps, monsters, curses, all kinds of shit. All kinds of shit. And that's the stream in a nutshell. We have 3 D&D games a week. This is Shackled City. Prove the interactivity. You want me to here, I'll do this. I'll do you one better. I'll flush 2.
Oh shit.
Oh boy.
Them gains.
Oh.
And apparently,
sweat
Klaus
up.
decided to go ahead and throw in a last-minute quirk.
Jim, Give just isn't working right now.
Yeah, we'll get it fixed by next session for sure.
Here.
Everyone got 2 more rep, guys. That's right. You're generous,
Looks
God.
like Helix is just messing up a little bit right now. Didn't do the flush command either.
May the Russells not be Jimmy.
No, it
it's
did.
not a command anymore. It's a button on the app.
It's
that-
a
And
button
it
that I have.
does it.
That's
Yeah.
right.
I knew
That's
it was
right.
a button. I just didn't know if it was a
Yeah.
like if it didn't have an output saying like, "Hey, there's been this much flushed."
The bot is in fact being ran on my end now, which is
Yep.
pretty fun. It's pretty cool. So let's see. Looks like someone has put in. It was a last minute thing. It was 10 silly on InYouEndo. 10 silly on any. Let's see what that is. Rep.
He has to name
But
all of his
why?
special moves.
See, Arctic, there's a lot
Yes.
of people who have talked about throwing in a Tarask.
Yes, it's true. You will have to name all of your attacks. After you have to call them special moves and cry them out during the fight.
I mean, that's okay.
That's
It
not
could
that
be
bad.
worse.
Things could be a lot worse. That's true. All right, guys, and if you missed it, let's give everybody here an opportunity to talk about their quirks, starting with Sniper. For the people that have never been here, explain to them what your quirk is and how long its duration is.
All of them.
Well, thanks to Tits, now it's gonna... Well, no, I've only got 1 quirk now because Tits went ahead and gave me a permaquirk, which means from here on I'm gonna go ahead and be addicted to healing pots and herbs and everything because I need to go ahead and keep the voices down and the pain at bay because god damn that son of a bitch, Horam.
Okay, all right. Let's see who is next on the list. We have Horam. Horam, why don't you tell me what you've got? At least tell everybody else here.
I've got AIDS.
Holy shit!
Please, could you
That
never
would be funny.
Let's
could you
keep
never
the pain.
deadpan that ever again, please?
That's the best part. It's just
You
Dead
straight you straight up sounded. You sounded
Oh.
fucking like, oh my god, what's his Morgan? You sound like Morgan Freeman. I've got AIDS. Like you just delivered
Hey,
deadpan.
You guys know.
All right, what do you really have though?
In what? Define.
God fucking
what you
damn
mean
it.
by what do I have?
Here, he has to name all of his moves because he's dumb shit. He'll likely forget, so I'll have to remind him at least 12 times. But Austin, tell us yours.
Optimistic. That's.
Stay a
I
while
have
and
to be
listen.
a mildly optimistic character
You have to,
instead of a brooding asshole.
I like that though. That's a
Why
nice
can't
addition.
you just be an optimistic asshole?
I mean, I can be an optimistic asshole, but I can't be a brooding one now. That's.
He can't be a shitty teenager. Dear diary, mood apathetic. Will, what do you have? What's going on with Klaus?
I'm an emo.
I have to. I don't believe in magic for the duration of the session, and have to try to explain it using sciencey terms.
Which is ironic because why?
Because I'm a sorcerer,
That's,
born with the natural powers of magic.
if Sakata
No, it's the
finds out that
natural
Jerrod
powers
loves to
of
drink more
science.
potions, he's going to start to... Yeah, I mean, he could. Excessively optimistic, it's true. You have to be predominantly optimistic, which is okay.
Red, I am going to go ahead and call it now. If you're not acting like SpongeBob SquarePants, I'm calling your shit.
Oh my god.
Are you happy, Sniper?
Yeah, it's terrifying. I know.
Now you got to do it for the entire session.
No, you don't.
Every time.
No?
He laughs.
I will pay someone all of the money I own so I can fucking judo chop you in the throat through the internet. I may be states away from you, sir, but I know people.
Hey, Andy, I need you to go down to Florida.
Yeah, I need you to go down to Florida and just
I'm
punch the shit out of that
further
guy.
from Florida than you are, but I can go.
You just wanted a
I'll just
reason,
take my
man.
bike down.
You'll be there in 6 or 7 years. It's fine.
6 or 7 months.
This
I
is
believe in
totally
you.
fine. Okay, all right. So Harry, the Hydra, has fallen off. Klaus has collected Albert Faquin, which may or may not be a basketball player. It just sounds like a basketball player.
What the hell?
Or an actor. Yeah.
No, Albert. It's got to be Albert Faquin the Third.
Yeah.
Now he's a basketball player.
Yeah, Albert Faquin the Third. Perfect. Okay. All right. So that leaves. What is Sakata and Horam doing? You guys just kind of like leaning shoulder to shoulder, like you guys
I'm
are doing
leaning down, providing moral support.
I'm gonna
DBZ
go.
stance.
You got this, guys.
I'm gonna go take a closer look at this cardboard cutout because I don't understand what happened.
You don't understand what happened. Okay. All
He
right.
was
It's like
just
Klaus said,
here.
it's just an elaborate trick.
Now he's the cardboard. Now he's a thin him.
He ran away while we were looking down the hole.
But
All
where
right.
did he get the cardboard cutout?
I don't. It's almost like magic.
It's like he had one with him the whole time, but I can't say he did, but I can't say he didn't.
Maybe it was just strapped to his back. We couldn't tell the difference between his actual neck and the cardboard.
Maybe it was strapped to his front and we couldn't tell.
That's also likely.
Is that
So,
why he was so
wait.
emotionless?
We are taking this with us, right?
Yeah,
That's the plan.
We should.
Dibs
we
on
should give
not carrying it with me. Well, I guess it's down to 2.
Jerrod, now that you moved all the way down here to the bottom after he's collected Albert Faquin,
Cardboard. No, nobody cares about
Harry Hydra still culling out, asking, begging, in cries and whinnies for assistance.
Yeah, I'm moving.
Okay, well, I mean, let's assume that you've made it. What do you do?
Well, first and foremost, I'm going to go ahead and inspect him and make sure nothing's like, out of place.
You roll 1. You see his neck snapped in 12 different places. What do you do?
It looks as if he mostly seems to be fine, but you can give him a greater look by giving me a health roll. Give me the skill heal, sir.
A health roll.
Heal.
A
Give me
check.
heal.
Yeah. Oh, God, that's definitely one of my better skills.
In before +2. Oh, it's +0.
It's one of my better rolls. Has a flat 15. Doesn't actually have anything to it.
No, it's a good roll for him. It's not
That's
1.
a great
true.
roll for me.
Okay.
Unless
all right.
you're attacking teammates.
It's anything over a 10, I'm gobsmacked.
Okay. You can't seem to tell if there's anything internally. You do the classic untrained mother thing where you're like, all right, now clinch up, move it. Does it move? Is it moving just fine? Are you yelling? Is everything fine? Are you bleeding? Then you're fine. Rub some dirt on it. Get up.
Are you yelling? No.
Well, well, yeah, I mean, I guess, Jerrod, it's whatever you feel like you'd be doing in this situation. You don't see any blood. There are no protruding bones. There's nothing of that nature that would be popping out. So everything seems to be mostly fine.
All right, so yeah, I'd go ahead and take a moment there, just kind of stroking along the back, stroking along the spine, just kind of giving it the once over, feeling over the limbs and everything, and just being like, oh, all right. Pick it up and start carting it around under my arm.
Okay, remember, it's like 100 pounds.
And I remember I'm built like a brick shithouse.
You're right. That's completely true. But are you going to strap this thing to your back and chuck meat over your shoulder every time you guys kill something? What's the plan?
Oh no, I just want to go ahead and move him away from, the burning pile of corpse that was his
Ah,
mother.
yes, the burning pile
and
of
try
mom.
and try and calm him down. Bond a little. I'm feeling a patronly instinct here
Okay, all right.
because I remember being a boy and having pets around the house with my father, and I don't know, something about this poor little creature left on its own, motherless. Thank God, motherless. Motherless and alone. I feel a need to go ahead and make sure that he'll be okay.
Okay. What do you intend to do? And
Also, it annoys Klaus.
How do you intend to explain this to your allies?
Explain what?
That you are taking upon yourself an infantile cryohydra.
If one can go ahead and take on an infantile demon child, this is the least of their issues.
See, but we don't carry that demon child with us everywhere we go.
Nor do we have to feed it a lot every day.
I'm not planning to go ahead and carry it around with me everywhere and use it as a mount or anything like that eventually, though that would be awesome. No, I just want to get it somewhere a little safer.
I mean, guys, if we're gonna be real, we could do it. We'd have to find it somewhere nice to live, right?
Preferably cold with ice and body.
How about the Sahara Desert? I heard it's really nice down there this time of year.
How about where we found it?
Yeah, it's cold in there. Jerrod, you just live with Jerrod and bring him food every now and again. He's got some pretty good finger waggling, all three of them.
All right, numbnuts 1, 2, and 3. Let's just. Why don't you just mind your own
You stay
side of the
around
road.
with this Hydra, you're gonna have numbnuts.
Let's just go ahead and focus on, our own business. Now, any of you have any rope I can bum?
Wanna explain what that means to me for a second? What does bumming rope mean?
Is that like a sex thing, or?
I have rope, but I don't know if I want it to do with whatever you plan on doing with it.
Okay, well, can I borrow some rope?
You gonna give it back?
I don't know if I want it back. Yeah, I have some rope
I
for you
just want
here.
to. Can't win for losing with these people. And people wonder why I go ahead and eat so many herbs.
What was that?
Oh, God.
Something about herbs, I heard?
Shh, you're giving me the shakes, man.
I have roughly 45 feet of silk rope in my bag. How much do you think you'll need?
Oh, I only need like 10 feet.
Okay.
If anything was giving you the shakes, it's probably the cryohydra, but, just saying.
Yeah, I hear they're
I mean, at least
cold.
it's good at doing its job then, right? Means we don't have to worry about it not being able to fend for itself. So we could put it back in the hole.
Guys.
God damn it.
Let's just focus. Okay. Yeah, but getting the silk rope, he's just going to go ahead and make a little lead and kind of keep Harry nearby, keep Harry near at hand and just be like, Horam, lead the way.
Will do. And I will take lead.
Can I get, let's see here. If you're going to bind or bound this creature, how are you going to do that? Just by you going to make like a little collar for it? What are you going to do here?
Oh, I was thinking about doing a harness under the forearms, high up on the pit and just kind of.
Sure. Give me a flat dex roll. So d20 plus your dexterity modifier, please.
Okay. Yeah, because that's a thing.
We had Dan. Dan was an elf, kind of, until he became an owlbear.
Mm.
We need
I
you.
don't.
Oh, there he is.
I don't know how that
Back.
just happened. I don't.
Oh, there he is.
I don't know
Welcome
how that
back.
just happened. Just pulled me right out of there. So I was like, "What the fuck?"
I don't know, but welcome back.
It's all right. It's all right. Thank you.
Apparently, I've got really good
Yeah,
experience.
you've got it. God damn it! Of course, of course, you get it.
Mom taught
Sure.
me quite a lot.
Mom taught you
He just
things.
really likes tying knots. It's fine.
Can I throw on my detectival for a second?
Yeah, you can turn on detectival.
This little Hydra, is it identifies an evil creature?
It does not identify it. Identify?
2017, you can't
It-
assume
it-
anything
I
alignment.
I
Man,
can't
I tell
assume.
you what, you go ahead and check you go ahead and check and see if every naturally occurring animal is evil.
It's
I
20
just want to
that's-
know if it's evil.
I
so that
feel
if
like-
kill it, it won't take
I
damage.
feel like we need that on a shirt. Hey, it's 2017. Stop assuming my alignment.
Bub, that's gold. You could do that.
Yeah.
Identify as true neutral.
That's perfect. That's perfect. So is that Hydra a boon that someone gave them then? I am actually not going to say much. I'm not going to say much about it.
It's
That's all
not
I've got.
Evil, though.
Don't.
It's not evil.
Is the answer. Okay, then I'm gonna use channel positive energy.
Okay.
Because I didn't want to hurt the Hydra is why I was asking if it was evil. Because, you know, positive energy hurts evil things.
Sure. All right, so go ahead and channel. Let's see what you got. Hitting everyone within 30 feet of yourself that is positively aligned. Or anyone that you recognize. Well, it's not even allies. Did you have selective channeling? Did you take that?
Nope,
Okay.
it's everything.
All right, so everyone will heal
Nice.
16. Yeah.
I love you.
Except me,
Yeah.
because I'm already topped off. Thank you.
Can you
So
actually
you
take
overheal
damage?
and explode.
Yeah, your dick explodes.
Jesus, God, why?
Well, I did just go ahead and kneel down and shibari up a freaking Hydra.
Oh, God.
I'm apparently in the zone.
You just
In
hog
the
tied a
zone.
Hydra.
Auto zone.
You know,
Why?
I'm just sitting there with the rope in hand, thinking about my mother.
Something just happened that you actually failed to utilize your quirk.
Yeah, I did. So, did you want me to redo it?
Yeah, we're
But
gonna... We got your role here.
When I do it.
I need you to gesture, to mime. Give me something at this point. Like, you have to prep deep within inside yourself and call your skills. Let's see what you got. Show me.
So at first, I'm gonna look down, and I'm gonna reach into my inner Saren Ray,
Is that your pants?
and then no, they're not my pants. It's
All
like,
right.
Oh, come
I don't
on,
know.
bring out the
it's
old
my
gospel.
inner self. I reach into my pants and pull out the book of Saren Ray.
Keeps it right in his pants, right in the front.
Yeah. If I ever get shot, I'm fine.
If they ever shoot you right in the dick, apparently.
I
So go ahead.
it could happen.
Name your
That's
move.
gonna be a crack shot.
I'm gonna
ho, ho,
hold my hands to the
this-
sky and I'm gonna say, "Happy feelings to everyone in channel form." and then that's about it.
So, thank you so much for that host, brother. I appreciate that.
So just so I can get this mental image, you're standing there Goku style.
Yeah, basically
Okay.
Screaming to heal us.
screaming to the sky and then
Screaming.
feel
Just out of
better.
curiosity, is channel positive energy, is that like a spell considered, or like do I have to explain this one? Because that might be a
It's a
little difficult.
This is a supernatural ability.
So is that a yes or a no?
No, it's you don't have to explain that one.
Yeah,
Okay.
I don't know how that happened.
He doesn't have to, but I want to see this.
Once
No.
he says his
No,
whole little
not happening.
Dragon Ball Z-esque name, I'm just gonna sit there and clap. Good job. Good heal, friend. Good friend.
Good friend. Good heal friend. Good friend.
Oh, hey, that goes ahead and tops off Harry too.
Hyrie?
Harry.
Hierarchy.
Hello, Hyrie.
Hey, it's
Why?
a new name. I can't go ahead and say Ice Cube like I wanted to. I'm working with you guys here. Don't mock me.
We could go with his first name, which was Jesus. Well, I don't even remember. Like, Jesus, what the hell do I even name this?
It was Jesus. I don't fucking know. Get it right.
Oh, Jesus, I don't fucking know. My bad.
Esquire, bitches. Esquire. But no, that'll go ahead and top off Harry. And, you know, yeah, Jerrod's gonna go ahead and just pet Harry. Thank you very much. Thank you, Horam.
Good God. I'm gonna need that gift. I need that gift and captured, please. Someone turn that into a GIF. That was excellent. If you're watching and you can GIF that, that made my life there. Just his face.
Oh yeah, now if only I were talking about pudding cups.
Yeah,
Or Rohit
you went straight Cosby there. That was pretty excellent. So good. Oh my goodness. Perfect. So, I would laugh if one of them played a female character and had to act like they were a girl. I think that bridges too many uncomfortable
That's
zones for
usually
them,
Bob.
Crystal. Typically it's me. I have
That
to
has
play.
never happened. I don't know what you're talking about.
You've never once played a female character. I don't know what you're talking about.
No, I've never.
played-
Not well.
No, you played a guy that happened to have a vagina.
Yeah, basically. Craig
It's
Nita was.
2017, bub. Come
Oh,
on.
so he played China.
I think you mean Buck Angel.
I don't know that many men that have vaginas, but I'm just assuming that you guys are right.
I'm worried by the fact that that Will went ahead and answered that rather matter of factly. Who is?
I'm
this?
worried that you called Will Klaus
Well,
at first and
hold on
caught
here.
yourself.
I'm also pretty worried about that.
Not by choice. It's true. It's true, Eddie. Okay.
So yeah, now that we're all topped off,
Hold on, here's Buck Angel. If you're at home, don't look this up.
and
If you're at home, don't look this up, kids.
and seeing is I've just gotten a little bit of healing, so I'm feeling that high. I'm riding that. I'm riding
Things
that
I don't want the
sunshine.
stream to see for 1,000, Alex. What is that?
No, if you really want things, if you want things to not see, here's this.
Oh god.
That's why he's famous.
God damn it.
That's an axe wound.
Jesus.
I promise, he doesn't mean to offend people. He's had a hard week and he's mentally handicapped.
I'm gonna blame it more on the latter than the former.
Red, I'm just gonna go ahead and put this out there. I could have gone my entire multi-dimensional existence out of the multitude of lives that I have and will lead without ever having seen that. I'd have been fine. But you ruined that for me.
You're fucking
don't know how
laughing
you
like
never
Annie,
heard
and
of
it's
him.
freaking me out. There's something unsettling right now. It's...
I just don't know how he hasn't heard of it.
Someone's got a case. It's true. It's true. Someone's got a case of the giggles. Yeah. I know he is. All right. So you've efficiently given this a physical harness. Harry has a physical harness that is noosed up around the shoulder and the torso itself. He seems to be well tied up, I suppose. Whatever it is that you want to call it in this situation. He's
harnessed well.
He's harnessed well. Yes, he is. He's all good. You do see that there is another entrance further into the pit. It seems to take you south, into the deep south.
Horam, lead the way. Come on,
leading the crew.
We're gonna go in the dark hole. We're gonna go.
I'm gonna-
It's a good boy. It's a good boy.
He did name it Harry. What's even better than the fact that he named it Harry is he's talking to it like it's an actual puppy. The shitty thing is I have to respond. Maybe I should just, instead of acting like a puppy, I should act like Harry Carey.
The Hydra draws a sword and ends its miserable existence.
See, I was thinking more along the lines of like Harry and the Hendersons. Just make Sasquatch noises at him all the time.
You're a Hydra.
That movie is so old.
And yet we all have fond memories of it. That and John Lithgow.
Everybody loves John Lithgow. The giggling needs to be the follower note. Oh.
That would be
Bubba go insane.
People would think
Next.
it's SpongeBob all the time. Not just Leslie.
Bub, for one of your random 24-hour streams, can I do the SpongeBob laugh and have that as your follower notification?
No. No, you can't.
Just a 5-second loop of
See, you should ask him to do it on one of the Friday games because that's when Lobos is there and that's when like a million follows come through.
That's a horrible idea.
Can I have you turn it up
But
to
it's an
max
idea.
volume?
It is in fact an idea. One that I choose not to accept. So, Horam, you've been relatively quiet here. You've been asked to lead from this point forward. What would you like to do?
I'm gonna head through the opposite entrance. South, I think you said. And I'm gonna start and make sure everyone's following.
You're gonna get in the hole.
Bub, how high up is this
including
platform?
the guy and his dog.
How high up is what?
How high up is the platform? Also, I don't have control of my character.
Which platform?
This one that I'm standing on.
Why don't you have control of your character?
About 20 feet.
I don't know, but I don't.
Alright, I'm fixing that.
Thank you, friend.
But yeah, it's about a 20-foot drop. At least it was for Harry.
Does everybody
20
else
foot?
have access to control their characters?
I will tell you momentarily.
I was able to move him earlier.
Yeah, I can move mine.
Perfect.
Thank you, I can now.
Perfect. Okay. Alright, so I'm gonna find a small icon here. A small icon that I can use to let you see that you have Harry. I'm gonna find a lizard. Well, those are horrifying.
How's that no soul going? Oh, it's great. I have felt enlightened. It's like a weight has been lifted off of my chest. I feel more like flexible. Like I did a lot of yoga. It's really good. I would recommend it, in fact.
By Jerrod, we will give him has sight 3 times. Save changes. Perfect. Perfect. Okay, it's entirely up to you to move the token now. Jerrod, aka Sniper. There is the token. It's going to be right next to Annie's character. It's up to you to move that.
Might I just say that, yeah, we're going to go ahead and be getting better token than this, especially if this is going to be a long-term thing. But yeah, okay, I got Harry.
I mean, that's a pretty good token, as is. It's a premium property, so yeah. But that being said, I'm going to go ahead and try to make this as much of a cutout as possible of the owl bear. There we go. Let's see if I can make it any more. I don't think I can, actually.
Actually, you could just... Well, there you go.
To be controlled by all players. Now anybody can move him. Anybody has access of the character now. Perfect. That's not at all where he's supposed to be. You should probably bring him back.
Yeah, I don't know where he went.
Windy down in that hole.
You don't know where he went.
Oh, I found him. Yeah, I didn't move him. I just saw him disappear off the side of the screen and I couldn't see him anymore.
We all know it was red.
Okay. All right, friends. Let's go ahead and alter the music. This is where things actually start to tickle into the serious. And boop. moving some things over right now. Alright, so I'll give you some descriptions. Just a moment. Looks like it's all been taken care of. Nice. Nice! I like that. That's what I like to see. Okay, friends. The passage that has opened into the Underdark leads into an immense rifted cavern, at least half-mile across and several hundred feet deep. Faintly glowing with phosphorescence near the bottom of the rift itself. You see that there are several massive stone structures shaped like prehistoric spined fish. Various stairways appear to be chiseled into this. The further that you move down, it looks as if it leads into a bit of a pool of water. You can wade through this if you like. Upon the opposite side, from a greenish-like glow, there appears to be a wide prehistoric spined fish head at the top of a narrow ledge slope. It hugs the side of its caverns. A series of switchbacks. I'm going to paste you in here now. And pull you guys in.
This is significantly bigger.
I don't like the look of that.
You know what I just realized?
What's that?
That.
That there is no spoon?
Oh, dynamic lighting.
It's
That
a
works.
thing.
And
Yeah,
as soon as we come to this crevice, we see this jaw of sorts. Skull. Right?
Yes. The further you descend downward, you are quick to venture to see that there is a flight of stairs. It leads up unto the opposite side.
So, we're going into this now.
Oh, forgive me. There is something else. See, this is like, it's written so weirdly. It's actually like written out of order. Yeah, it's written out of order. Disregard this immediately. This is Theater of the Mind here. Theater of the Mind moment. Near the bottom of the pool, that you have risen to, you remember you had walked several hundred feet across a half-mile wide cavern. Various stones, structures, various statues of semi-spiny prehistoric fish. The moment that you descend to its deepest depths, you see that there is almost a fogged river. It appears to be hazy over the top. Looking intently over everything that you see that there is a bell, a small bell that is attached to what appears to be the equivalent of a rotted and burned tree arcing over. It has a pull string.
What the hell? I'm gonna pull the string.
You wish to pull the string.
I wish to ring the bell. I don't know if that means you pull the string or wiggle the string, depending on what kind of bell it is.
Gently, gently. Gently.
As you
Gently.
dawdle the string, the bell echoes across the cavern itself. It seems to ring pallidly against the water. It goes on and on. There's a driving sensation. It seems to almost pierce the upper faculties, Jerrod. It's enough to kind of like give you that itch again. The intenseness seems to be brought on by the atmosphere itself. This can totally be explained by science. This is completely natural. The biome itself, while it appears to be unnatural, this is totally something you could discern.
You know, it's a cavern. There's a lot of echoing sounds. It may seem spooky, but really it's tricks of the mind.
Jerrod's just going to go ahead and ignore that itch to kill his party.
Oh god.
I think he was talking about a different itch, but okay.
It's a Pavlov's dog thing.
It's Pavlov's dog thing.
I don't want you touching any dog's things.
God damn it. Of course. Well, now that he's confessed that it's a Pavlov's dog thing, and you've already said that you're not going to be touching any dog's things.
Yep, I'm just hearing the bell, and it reminds me of the ring of my sword on armor, and I'm just like, yeah, it's been a while since I've tried killing you guys, but it's okay.
Sakata, give me perception. You're muted, sir.
My macros aren't showing up. 1 second. Where'd they? Macros? Where did you go?
Do you have macros set off?
Macros? Okay. I don't have. I think I reset my macros. It's awkward. You said perception, right?
Yes.
Yep. Okay. I'm gonna have to redo these.
Took no time. No time flat. You see, as you're waiting, wondering what it is that you are waiting on, particularly after this bell echoes cacophonously across the cavern. It appears that Jerrod, while clutching the rope in one hand, you see him white-knuckle over his weapon. It appears as if he is a bit tense. Something is taking away his ability to relax. Seems really stressed out.
I'm gonna walk over to him, pat him on the back, and say, "Look, Jerrod, there's no need to be scared. We're gonna pull through this. We are going to get what we came for."
That itch just suddenly got worse.
I'm gonna lean over to Klaus and be like, "So, what happened to Sakata? I know you're reasonable with all your sciencey shit. This can't be science."
Are you speaking of his recent change of attitude?
Yeah, this is not Sakata. He must have been swapped out with someone else, if not something magical.
Maybe there was
Really?
a fungus in the cavern?
Or some really dank herbs.
Yeah, we need to find some more of that fungus.
You want to keep him like this?
I mean, I don't want to keep him like this, but if we can turn bad guys into good guys, I mean, why not? He's never been this upbeat before. At least not since I've known him. You knew him for some time longer than I did.
That just might make bad guys happier to kill us. So maybe we keep it away from them, for now at least.
Gotta kill them all. Gotta kill them all.
Fair.
Gotta kill them all.
That's fair.
No, never mind. No. They're your friends.
And I think Jerrod's going crazy. I know Jerrod's going crazy.
With one eye closed, as you kind of rock back and forth, internally saying, "Gotta kill them all, gotta kill them all, gotta kill them all," you hear something break the water. There is dripping sensation. As you peer outward across the fog, you see what appears to be a very wide canoe beginning to bank itself. There's a figure that stands in the canoe himself.
What's up, CH dog?
As the water breaks up over this, you realize you're not entirely sure how deep the water is itself, but this figure standing with blackened cloak, in one hand he clutches a spear, in the opposite he has what appears to be a long paddle. Glancing over his initial look, you can tell that he's humanoid, but he does not appear to be all too human, if that makes sense.
Are you our 5-star boat across this river?
We paid good money for these tickets, and we need to make sure that our experience is the best that we can get.
Look, I have a trusted settlement. I need cash now.
I have
figure-
this guy you should call. His name's JG Winward.
The figure turns to look at each of you, and when he sees you see these large, bulbous, yellow eyes with split black slits straight horizontally across. One eye blinks, and then the second eye follows moments later. He tries to bear a smile, but before you is what appear to be multiple rows of 100 small, jagged fangs.
Oh. I hope you have good dental insurance.
Remember, optimistic, not retarded.
I ask once more, are you our boat across this river?
Abaka. I ferry you.
I'm trying to group and say, well, guys, I think he might be telling the truth. Can I roll a sense motive?
I think he's a fairy.
You can, in
As
fact, roll a
in
sense motive.
E-R-R-Y, not A-I-R-Y.
You said yes to sense motive?
Yes, you can sense his motive.
Guys, I think we should get into that boat right now.
Jesus.
I really feel like this guy he's okay.
You have no reason to disbelieve him at this point. There's nothing, I mean...
I'm gonna start walking in and going to go sit down on the boat and get my seat first. See if I can get a
Okay.
nice window seat.
A nice window seat. Alright. What's the worst that could
On an
happen?
open boat.
They're all window seats.
Really wants to sit in the exit row. Make sure he's got a little bit of extra leg room.
I want to see if this, if it's got enough room or strength to carry all of us, because we got a lot of man meat and cardboard.
And cardboard.
Yes, yes. This is a long
we can actually use
canoe.
the cardboard as a paddle, can't we?
This is a long and wide canoe. You guys can sit side by side, and it's easy. It's large enough to easily carry 10. The ferryman lowers his spear slowly, and then he opens his hand outstretched, and you see that the tips of each of his fingers appear to be much larger than the actual base of the finger itself, and there are like almost dips in them to where it would naturally kind of stick to anything, much like an adhesion.
He's a frogman.
Slots?
What?
Not quite a slod.
How close?
Nothing
Too
like you
close.
saw on your plane.
I'm going to I'm gonna get on
Technically, this is my
second.
plane, but I think I get what you're throwing down.
You said he was extending his hand towards us, right?
Yes.
What kind of payment do you accept?
Baka will take coin. Baka
I'll,
will take shinies.
I wanna pull out the shiniest platinum coin that I have in my coin purse.
I'm gonna leave this this
I'm
boat
gonna
to
go
you
through them
guys.
until I find the most shiny of the platinums. And I'll even polish it a bit on my robes before I hand it to him.
I'm not gonna go through that much trouble, but I will hand him a platinum as well, and hop in the boat.
Okay.
Venmo.
As you place this into his hands, you see his fingers curl up slowly like whips, almost like that of like a snail shell over the top of this coin before he's able to filter it between his the equivalent of like an index and a thumb, and he brings it up to his mouth and he kind of smells it multiple times here. And he slowly lowers it to his mouth, and when he begins to bite into it, it's not to test the durability to see if you were lying to him, but he actually begins tearing it into bits. And each time he bites into it, it looks as if he is molding it, almost like it's getting hotter and hotter in his mouth, or his teeth are just that sharp, and he has enough biting pressure to do it. After a few brief bites, he tossles the entire piece into his mouth, and you hear some crushing noise. It appears to be tearing the coin in shreds in its mouth. Lowering back down, he grabs his spear, and he strikes off. This time he brings his right arm up, and brings the pole down to what you think is the bottom of this this wetted area, and it pulls the longboat, that pulls the long canoe off the beach, even with your combined weights.
glad you guys offered him coin. I was going to go ahead and offer him a doorknob.
You guys might have had something in common.
Seeing as how he went ahead and treated the coins, I don't know if I could have sat still for that.
Yeah, we don't want to make you all hot and bothered.
I don't think I can be I don't think I can be optimistic against that.
Jerrod, I think we need to find you a psychologist when we make it back to Cauldron.
Oh, what?
I'm sure it would do him wonders.
Somebody that can at least comprehend your fucked up mind.
You know, I hear Sasha's got some pretty good,
I think she just might make him even more kinky, and that's something we do not need.
Yeah, I guess that's true.
Sasha?
I mean, he could end up like Charlie. That wouldn't be so bad for him.
Oh, that guy's wife.
Wife?
Not wife. Not wife.
Oh, so they're kind of living in sin, huh?
That's one way to put it.
There certainly is a lot of sinning going on in that house.
All I know is
I'm
that
not a big
you went ahead and made your debut there, Klaus, and I'll be honest, I don't judge. You do whatever it is.
You know, maybe you should stop by there sometime. I feel like that's your crowd.
Can I get a perception, please, from the four of you?
Yeah.
Perception from who?
The four of us.
Oh, okay.
22.
Okay.
That's not... I rolled a 1 anyways, again, so... It doesn't
Yeah,
matter
no matter.
about fire.
Austin, if you nat one again, I think I'm obligated as your dungeon master to take your eyes in real life.
But, Bub, I need those.
That would be interesting.
I need them to be optimistic.
That's what melon ballers are for.
Optometristic.
Klaus.
It's only
Horam.
in true darkness that you see the light.
Klaus, Horam, as you guys are engaging in small talk along the way, you hear water break again, and nearest Sakata, while he's attempting to be optimistic, you see what looks to be some kind of gray, it looks like almost like a gray sliced tentacle is trying to wither up into the canoe itself.
I'm gonna point to it and turn to whatever the fairy guy's name is. I didn't.
Maka.
Yeah, something like that. Is that normal? Is he supposed to be here?
When you turn, you gather his attention. He peers back, and with almost like breakneck speeds, his arm juts out with this long spear. And it's very strange to you because he's every bit the same size as you are, but when his arm stretches out, it almost looks like from his hand to his shoulder, it looks as if it stretches almost 10 feet. And he breaks across, and as his spear comes down, instead of stabbing at it, the way that it's designed, it's meant to slash. And it's got like hooks at the end. So as he slashes, he spins it. And it seems to have taken off the tentacle itself. You hear something writhe away quickly in the water, but the end of it is hooked, and it's captured the end of the tentacle. And he pulls it back up to his mouth very slowly and starts nomming on that bit.
I'm gonna... You know, he probably would have been useful in Cauldron.
I mean, that seems like not too bad of a snack.
He would do great.
He may not be liked, but he's certainly effective.
I'm glad he's not... I'm glad we're not swimming right now. I don't think it'd go well.
I agree.
Baka have many friends in the water.
They feed you,
friend-
you feed
That's
them.
good.
You get it.
Prey become predator.
So, Baka eats his friends.
Peering down over you with one eye closed, you see this crooked smile almost skitter up over the right side of his jawline, and then you hear him, like, under shallow breath, predator become prey.
We're not predators or prey here. We're customers.
Why you come to Balmatugan?
We're looking for a dwarf.
We have
God,
come
dwarf.
seeking...
Yes. With a question mark?
Yep.
I'm not sure if I'd ever turn around and say I've met a good dwarf, but I'm kind of racist.
He's not wrong.
What makes you think that the Baka has seen dwarf?
He passed through here with a sizable force. I believe he would have been rather noticeable.
A Baka has been here as fairy since all of time.
And a good fairy you must be.
Did you see a large group of people jump into the river one day?
A Baka see people jump. Not like a Baka. They do not come out.
See? Thank you for being a fairy, then.
Well, guys, if what he's saying is true and he hasn't seen the dwarf come by, aren't we coming the wrong way?
Doesn't mean this is the only way down.
Maybe he had a lot of TNT that went down through some other way.
He was brought here some way else.
A Baka, remember everyone that he ferries.
Yeah, it was good. Thank you.
Baka, are you staying here by choice?
The choice is not a Baka. Choice made by Sea Mother.
And say the Sea Mother was not here anymore. What would Baka do?
A
Be
Baka
happy.
continue
Stay a
to
while
ferry.
and listen.
Oh, come on, though, Baka. We don't always have to go ahead and do what our mothers tell us to.